Hello everybody, welcome at CNC machining tutorial. My name is Peter and in today's video I will show you how to create a program for CNC punching machine in TruTops programming software. So let's get started. Okay, so hello guys. So I'm very happy I can show you how to create a program in the TruTops Inch programming software. So once you open on the left corner the punch programming software, so you can go File, New. Now you choose the material which you want to use. So in this, under this arrow, there is the drop-down menu with the material. So I undo the top 10 and now I can see all the materials, so I can filter it somehow. If I want to use stainless steel, I type SS. Now all these thicknesses, it's for stainless steel, so I want to use 16 gauge, the thickness is 60 thou. So I click on it and now I can find the sheet size I want to use. If the sheet size which I want to use it's not here, no worry about it, just pick one. And now you can change it. So for example here I can rewrite for 96 by, let's say, 36, hit OK. And here the sheet type usually I keep uneven, and the sheet bottom side I pick the level 3. It means like how deep the punching die goes between every single stroke during the repositioning or during the moving from one stroke to the other. If you hit this, the upper sheet surface, it will raise the stripper from punching tools 1 millimeter to avoid a scratch on the upper sheet side. Hit OK. This is my sheet now, so I want to load the part which I want to process. So I go File, Open, and in the desired folder you find the geo you want to process it. So it's this one, sample geo. This is the preview. Here is the dimension of the part. Hit OK, and now the part is on the mouse, so I can place it anywhere I want. If you don't like the place where you put it, so you can just simply delete the part, or you can or you can go Open and Place, Single, highlight the part, hit OK, and now in this pop-up window you can choose the margins for the parts. So I keep the 1/2 inch, the bottom because of the clumps I keep 3 inches, and here you choose the corner you want to use for start. So I go with this corner, or this corner is maybe better. Okay, hit OK. So and now the software did the nesting for me, which is pretty cool. As you see, here is a little bit more space than between the parts, so I can adjust it a little bit. If I go to sheet layout and change, and here the width, so in the Y direction I can change it from 1/2 inch to 0.6 inches, and in the X direction I can do the same. That's too much, so hit back, do it again, hit OK. See, and now it's perfectly nice. The software shows just the first couple of parts, and the other they are like hidden, but you can view all if you hit this button. Okay, so it is now the software shows all the parts. And now with the processing, right? So you go Technology, Processing Automatic, Start, and now I have selected Standard. You can customize it somehow. So actually here it's all the prerequisites for the technology, I mean for the automatic procession. So you can play around with these options, but just don't do anything if you don't know about it. So usually I don't touch these options. If you want to find a little bit more about that, so you can go to help and help F1. So once you hit it, it will open for you the software manual, TruTops Punch, and it has like almost 800 pages. So everything is included in this PDF format, so you can find tons of information here. Okay, and now you can hit this button, that's process complete part or sheet automatically standard. If you don't know what these icons, what it means, just place the mouse on it, wait a while, and it will give you like the name of the icon, so you can probably you can know what the button does. So I hit it. Now I have to choose my laser technology table, so I go with these ones. I want sprint line, hit OK. The software just does the entire technology for me, and now there's the pop-up window, so read it, non-processed elements 0, number of tools used 5, and non-processed contours 0. So this is very important, so always look at it. Yeah, because you can have some non-processed contours or elements, so and then you have to fix it, right? Okay, so hit OK. If you want to change something, the best thing you can do is go single part, open single part mode. Now, just follow whatever this command row says. So pick part. Okay, so I pick part. And now what I will change, it's gonna be just at this part. So for example, let's say I don't want to laser cut the entire part, I want to punch it. So I delete the processing. Now I want to load some tools here. So I go here, the tool management, I go list. I have created a list here. So now here are all the tools I'm using. And if I were looking just for rectangle, for example, I go to selection, and in this drop-down menu, I choose the rectangle. Look for the tool I want to use. So it's this one. Just click on it, hit OK, and here under the technology, I go to punching, add element, and just simply hit the element and load the tool on the element. So what elements left are this radius and these corners. So for example, this corner maybe would be better to use some smaller tool. So I like, let's say, 1/2 inch by 1/8. Go the same, add element. Oh yeah, see, this is not this tool is not good for this element. So I will delete it. I will choose a little bit bigger tool, 1 inch by 1/8. As you saw before, the 1/2 inch, it has to be used for 2 strokes. Now with the 1 inch, there is just 1 stroke. Do the same here, here. But still, this is not good. I don't like it. So basically, I delete it. I check how long is the side. So let me measure it. So that's 1/2 inch. Okay, so maybe I could use some square 3/4. Add element. And see, before I had to punch this side and this side, so it was 2 strokes with 1 inch or 4 strokes with 1/2 inch. And now as I choose the square, it's just 1 stroke, so the processing is gonna be faster. And now what to do with this radius? So that's the question, because I don't have any tool for outside radius. So I will laser cut it. How to do that is switch to processing laser and go to element. And now what usually just read what is written here in the command corner. Okay, so that's pick start point for processing of element. Okay, so I pick start, it's here. So the laser processing has been already loaded here, which is nice, but that's the pre-punch hole for the laser cut. So as I see, the pre-punch hole will affect this part, so I have to fix this issue. So how to do that is, if you don't know these icons, exactly the same they are here with the description. So I go to change, and now processing laser, and I want to approach withdrawal. So pick approach withdrawal flag. So I basically click in the middle of the tool, and now I can place it wherever I want. So for example here. Okay, and now I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 strokes with the square, couple of strokes with the tool 2.918. If you want to check what tool you used, so go to this icon, hit the icon, and now hit the tool. And in this window, you see what tool has been used for that processing. Okay? You remember, as we opened the single part, now we can open the single contour. So hit again single part, and now start contour mode. So once it changed the color, it's like highlighted. Now I hit OK. And if I change this contour, so let's say I can delete it, and I want to cut it by laser. These holes, they are the same, and right now I am under the single contour. So if I go back to single part, exit contour mode, what it did, it transfer the processing to the exactly same contours on the part. So once again, start contour mode, highlight it, hit OK. Now I want to change back from laser to punch. You can measure how big the hole is, so it's 225. You choose the tool. If your list is really big, you can find it. You can filter it. See the remark. So I go 225, and the tool is right here. So highlight it, hit OK, and now back to the punching, and here with geometry, single hole, and now just click on the contour. You see, the tool is there. And then single part, exit contour mode. As you saw, the software transferred the processing to the rest, to the same contours which are included in the part. Now, I want to show you something with this oblong hole, okay? So, because the oblong hole, there is just one hole on the part, one oblong hole on the part, so I don't really have to go single part and start contour mode, because there is just one. I don't need to transfer the processing to the others. Okay, so I delete the processing. Now, I want to check how big it is. It's 1 inch by 3/8. So let's say that you don't have the oblong hole 1 inch 3/8 is this one. So you don't have the tool with this size, okay? So, but you have round, you have round 3/8. So you can use the round for punching this hole. How to do that is just pick the tool. It has to be here in this window, okay? So basically just open the tool management, highlight the tool, hit OK, and the tool is here. And now go to like technology, punching up, and click on the contour of the oblong hole which you want to process. Okay, and now it looks a little bit weird to you maybe. So what the software did is the software loaded the tool very close to each other. So basically it looks like this, but the software just show you the first and last strokes. That's why you don't see any center of the tools here. But basically it's gonna be, the processing is gonna be like this, like that, okay? So it's gonna be ta 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 ta, many strokes. Okay, but because I have the tool for this, so I'm gonna delete the processing. I go to Oblong, that's 1 by 3/8, and that's it, just one stroke. Okay, and let's say for example this, the square. So what tool is here? Well, how to find out? Hit this button, hit the contour, and I see that square 3/8. Okay, so for example, if you don't have square 3/8 but you have square 1/2 inch, so just in the tool management, highlight the tool, hit OK, and now you can go punching up and see it used the tool for 4 strokes. One stroke is here, second, third, fourth. Okay, so basically it's gonna do something like this. Okay, and now the very important thing is that you have to create some unloading for this part. So let's say I want to unload it. Here is the for the lift master, this icon, that's for the part chute, and here is for the manual removing. So let's say manually, and now pick part removal processing. So I want to be this processing, I want to be as last. So that's why I click this one. And this, it means like after the stroke, the sheet can move a bit wherever you drag this line, but I don't want it, so I just keep it as close as possible. Okay, and that's it. So now you have the processing. So I go select and exit single part mode. Yeah, as you see, it changed just one part. It didn't affect the others. So if I want to copy this processing to the other parts, while you are closing the single part mode, so you have to go exit single part mode and transfer. Once you hit it, it will ask you all parts on the sheet, yes. Apply changing only to parts with identical angular position, yes. Okay, and now the processing is at every single part. Usually be careful as you change the position for the pre-punch or for the laser cutting be careful because this can affect the other part. Yeah, so usually after the nesting and processing, just check it and make sure that one part doesn't affect the other. Yeah, so basically this is it. But never mind, that's okay. At least I can keep bigger space between the parts. So I go I go to sheet layout, I go to move, and I want to move part vertical, let's say 0.3. And like that, I divided the space between the parts. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. I have no problem with that. Okay, so back to technology, hit the automatic repositioning, hit OK. And now this is it. Now you really have to hit this icon, that's the optimize execution sequence automatically. So you can play around a little bit with these options, but honestly, I don't do much here, just usually leave it as it is. Just if I have some real trouble, then I can change something here to fix it. And now that's the sequence. Like this tool is gonna be used as first, second, third, fourth, and so on. So if you want to change it, let's say for some reason, I want to use the square 3/8 as a first. So I go here, the rear before, so I hit the button, hit the tool, and I want to before this, okay? And you see, it changed. Now the square 3/4 is as first. Or I want, for example, the laser I want as first, but you have to be very careful with that. So what is this tool? Okay, so this tool is quarter, okay? Okay, so and if I want to change the sequence that the laser cutting is first, so I had to think a little bit deeper, because for the laser cut there is the pre-punch hole, this tool as the pre-punch, so this one has to be first. Okay, so I go before, hit this tool, I want to before this, and do the same with the laser. Okay, and this is it. So it's gonna be the pre-punch, laser, square, and so on. Okay, so I go OK, and the processing is done. If you want to see the sequence, go to NC program, go to simulation, slowly down a little bit. If you hit this button, start, it's gonna be like the processing never stop. It will do everything at one time. So I like to go a little bit slower and go this continue until tool change. Okay, I can speed it up, and here I see what the tool is there. So there was the pre-punch. Now there is the laser. So continue with the laser cutting. Okay, see, there is the laser cut. Once the laser cut is done, it stops, and see, there is the next tool is square 3/4. Okay. Next is square 1/2 inch, round 225, rectangle, oblong, and here I will slow it down. So The last tool is 2.918, and I want to see that it goes like from this side to the top, to the right, and the button where is the unloading. Okay, perfect. So let's finish it. Okay, so yeah, basically this is it. So only what you have to do, you have to go to NC program, start, create grip master removal, yes, continue, okay, and now you choose the position for the repositioning. So for example here, just hit the left mouse, okay, and you place it, and now pick repositioning device or click all. If you click all, it's gonna be the repositioning cylinders, these small, and the punching head. If you want to use, for example, just the punching head, as you see, pick repositioning device. So you click on it, and the repositioning cylinders has disappeared, and there is just the punching head. Okay, and after this you have to click the start NC program once again. This is the name, so go OK, and now you can just transfer it to the machine. Okay, so this is the basic. So I did it in as a simple way as it's possible. I show you as much option as I could. I hope that now you know a little bit more about programming in the TruTops inch punch software. So I hope that you will have no collision on the machine and your program will be very good and you will be successful in the programming. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay guys, thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you like it and it was useful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please write them below this video into the comment section. And see you later. Take care.